Hey folks, Jason, JTL, Painfully Honest Tech, back again today. And today I want to talk about why I sold my brand new 27-inch 2017 iMac. Now, hold on a second. Okay, so why did I sell the 27-inch iMac that I bought 3 months ago? Well, as much as I liked it, as much as I thought it was a great machine, as much as I really enjoyed it, and it really was working well for me, it put me in a little bit of a weird position where I still had a really powerful PC, a more powerful PC with an i7, a 6700K, better graphics card, overall just better computer. And I felt like I was going to lose more money selling that PC, and I couldn't justify actually keeping the PC and the iMac. I loaded Windows on the iMac, boot camp, downloaded some games, played fine. I could get 60 frames per second. I did some benchmarks. The PC was just a better machine. And one of the reasons why I went with the new iMac is that my new audio interface back here is the Apollo Twin Duo Mark II. It's a Thunderbolt device. And Thunderbolt and Windows are often very difficult to bring together. But in thinking about this stuff, I did some research and I found that Thunderbolt is becoming more and more prevalent. And a lot of the new motherboards that are out, especially the 270 motherboards and the X99 motherboards, and a lot of the newer ones are supporting Thunderbolt. So for a minimal investment of $79 for a Thunderbolt 2 to USB-C/Thunderbolt connector and a new motherboard, which I overspent on a couple $100, I could run my audio interface through Windows, which I'm doing right now, as you can see, using PreSonus Studio One. Once I realized that I was able to do that, it became more difficult for me to justify having the iMac that I spent $1,800 on. Actually, closer to $1,900, even discounting tax, because I did upgrade the RAM some and everything like that. So my goal for the past several months has to become simpler in how I do things. And one of the things that seems like simpler means is having fewer machines that I work on. Now, problem being, I generally have really been enjoying editing on Final Cut Pro when it comes to video. I have used Logic Pro since Logic 7 or 6, I think. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and Logic has been a program that I've used for a long time. So, at the moment, I'm using Studio One from PreSonus, Studio One 3 Artist Edition, and I don't know anything about the program. It's not like Logic, so it's kind of confusing me. But the more I thought about switching motherboards and getting Thunderbolt running on my PC, the more it occurred to me that Hackintosh was just another couple of steps away. So if I can get an i7 6700 overclocked and run a better graphics card and all of that stuff and turn it into a Hackintosh and be able to run the programs that I like to run for audio and video, then it could be the best of both worlds. 2 PCs in one. My plan is I have an NVMe drive with Windows on it. I'm going to keep that as a Windows drive, and then I have an SSD 500 gigabyte Samsung that I'm going to use to load the Mac OS. I think I'm going to go with the High Sierra beta, because I've read a couple of things and it seems like that's working pretty well on these Macs. The Gigabyte motherboard has been successfully used in other builds. So now here I am, pretty much able to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Have the PC for the PC-centric stuff that I like to do, like gaming. Have a Mac build that I can also use for the Mac-centric stuff that I like. And another aspect of this is, as you see, I'm using a 21:9 aspect ratio monitor. This is an LG 29-inch 21:9 monitor. Because I use a lot of those programs that have the horizontal timeline, working on the iMac, even though the 5K screen was worlds better than this, something about that 16:9 ratio made it really hard for me to have enough workspace. So I also plan to upgrade to a 34-inch monitor. I'm not going to be able to go 4K at this moment, but that amount of real estate has made my life so much easier since I've started using this monitor. So I sold the 27-inch iMac. And maybe this seems hypocritical, but don't get me wrong, I thought it was a great machine. I think it's a great machine. It is, and still the best iMac that Apple has put out since, I don't know when. The last iMac that I tried from Apple a couple of years ago had a 5400 RPM hard drive in it. So this is a much better machine. But when I started to really think about it, and I started to realize that I could use the PC that I have that is more powerful, that does have better specs, and is more customizable to have the best of both worlds, I decided in order to finance that I would get rid of the iMac, recoup a good bit of the money. Mac resale, Apple resale is just incredible. Recoup some money, get some new parts, and run everything through this PC. So as you see, I got my Thunderbolt interface working, and I haven't had any problems so far whatsoever. Once I got the Thunderbolt 3 drivers installed, which, yeah, it's the PC world. Nothing ever makes sense. But that's what I've been doing. That's the reason why. Does it make any sense to you? I hope. Well, it makes sense to me, but sometimes I just like to change for the sake of change. I don't think that's what I did here anyway. Anyway, I just wanted to give you an update on the iMac situation. Still want to be able to use Final Cut Pro because it's still a lot faster, even on slower machines, than Premiere Pro. Still want to be able to use Logic. Gonna go the Hackintosh route. Really love the iMac, but couldn't justify holding on to two computers when I could do the same job with one. I'll keep doing sort of a video journal, vloggy type thing as I go through the Hackintosh process and see how it works. I'm gonna start working on the Hackintosh side of it tomorrow, and hopefully it will go smoothly. Hopefully I will have a Hackintosh PC hybrid, beautiful thing where I can do everything that I want and don't have to go to different workstations to do it. So anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble on here for a few minutes. Really appreciate you being here. Check in with me some more on the Hackintosh journey. Until the next time, my name's Jason, sometimes known as the JTL, painfully honest tech, always trying to up his game. Till the next time, I'm out.